All right, so part 2 of the Tommy Carter and Scarlett conversation about Immortal. We thought we'd talk a little bit about what challenges or obstacles had to be overcome in our mutual creations of Immortal. So I'm going to throw it to Tommy first.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind was when the gym was shut down during COVID. So that was back in March of 2020. As crazy as it sounds, I remember being in that gym in Mount Kisco, talking to my dad, and he said to me, "Did you hear about this thing that started in China? This was the first week in March, and the name COVID was just kind of
floating.
And that was like the conversation. And then a week later, after that, was the statewide shutdown because of COVID. And all of a sudden, it went from 0 to 100 very quickly. But during that period when the gym was shut down, it was getting creative and trying to still provide value to the community of members that we had. And it was survival mode with trying to, stay relevant. I also just had my second kid. So it was a lot of stress. And, we weathered that storm. Now you fast forward to September, the gym was allowed to reopen. And then it was a slow rebuild. So you came on maybe 3 or 4 months post reopening.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. But what that doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So yeah, it's been quite the ride.
Yeah. I don't have, for me anyway, one moment that stands out like COVID does as a thing that was where I faced adversity in terms of making music or writing music. But I do know that I gave up on myself, right, for a solid 10 years. I think if I was going to pick an adversary or that which I had to overcome, that would be me. And I think in terms of what it takes to overcome it, finding your people that make it feel possible makes all the difference. Finding myself surrounded by people here that weren't just my family. I always had my family and a few close friends, but finding that there were people out there that liked me just the way I am. I could flub my words, screw up, do whatever, but still, as long as that bottom line was that I was a liked human being, it was very empowering and very emboldening. And it's a big part of why I wanted to do this, because it is so powerful to find those people. And I think we forget how much of immortality is founded in a community. And so you had the support of the people who were there for you during COVID, and you supported that, right? It was a reciprocal relationship. And I think the idea of overcoming doesn't happen in a vacuum only. Anyway, that's overcoming adversity. We're still in it, still fighting the good fight. And I'd love to hear about what adversity or obstacles you may have had to come through and survive along the way to living your life. That doesn't have to be in making a song or making a gym. It can just be in whatever you're doing, and sharing in the fact that we're all in it together, right?